Hello and welcome. We have with us today Mr. Shanil Wijayasekara, Managing Director of Aspirations International Academy. Welcome on board. To give you a brief overview of Shanil, he is a founder member of the Wisdom Business Academy and is also a director and senior lecturer at the Institute. He is also a fellow member of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants UK, as well as a member of the Association of Certified Management Accountants. He completed his MBA in Finance at the University of Colombo and currently serves as the Managing Director of Aspirations International Academy. To start off with this discussion, Shanil, could you tell us a little bit about the Aspirations International Academy and also what was your objective in setting up this academy?
Yes. As you rightly said, I've been in education for some time, at least maybe the last 15, 16 years I've been in education. So I have always had this dream about, how we can help this country out by using education as a tool. And maybe way back as maybe 10 years ago, I still was saying that, Sri Lanka can be made an educational hub. Because if you look at the people that we have, the resources we have, and the pricing, so that we can even attract people from abroad to bring them here to teach. So since I was in education throughout, I always thought of coming out with something which I can use to take education to the next level in Sri Lanka. So that is the main reason why we started this particular venture called Aspirations International Academy.
Lovely. And how would you say that students in Sri Lanka would benefit through this initiative?
Yes. Now, there are few, we are looking at different angles, where one would be the professional education. So we want to, take professional education to a different level. I've been with CIMA now. I've started on CIM through Aspirations. We are working with Knowledge Factory, which is one of the pioneer or premier colleges. So that comes under the product range of Aspirations International Academy. So one would be the professional education arm, and then our main objective was to bring down some of the best universities from different parts of the world to Sri Lanka, especially high ranked universities, because you see so many different universities being advertised. But if somebody from the academic field asks, okay, what are their global rankings and are they good universities, it's very questionable, because there are very few. But if we can launch some of the top universities here, where the students will have the same access as anywhere else at a fraction of the cost. So yes, the students will benefit immensely, where if you can bring down, say for example, a global top 50 university at a very reasonable price, I think we've achieved something.
Lovely. As you said, when it comes to higher education, there are so many institutions mushrooming up around the country. So how would you say Aspirations International Academy? What makes it different? What makes it stand out from the rest?
See, I have a very simple explanation. Any academic institute, it is not a building.
Yeah.
It's the people who deliver, the people who manage, and the students. All of this should mix together in right proportions. So one of the key things would be the academic aspect of it. So coming from an academic background, the links I have with various institutions. So I've worked with so many different organizations, so many different people. So I know the people who are considered as good in different fields. So what I'm looking at is bringing all of them together under one roof and saying, look here, we have the best possible team to give the best possible product to the students. So that's what I have in mind, and as a team, that's what Aspirations International Academy is all about.
Okay, great. Just going back to a previous question, what exactly made you decide to introduce such an academy?
Yeah, because one thing I'll be very honest with you. It is that you see so many different organizations coming up, and for lot it is a business. For me, it is not a business. See, education in Sri Lanka, we as Asians, we as Sri Lankans, we work under a set of values, you know. So, to me, it is not a business as such. Education is imparting your knowledge, imparting set of values, making them better people. So, yes, there will be financial aspect, if not, nobody will do it. But we are in this as teachers, I would say, not as businessmen. So that is the main reason. So I wanted to bring something to tell the Sri Lankans, look here, at least be careful in when you go and start something. I mean, look at the universities, look at the global rankings, because just for the sake of getting a piece of paper, don't do it. Because I am eagerly waiting to see whether the higher education ministry will take steps to regulate, to monitor, because you know we might have lots of issues into the future as well, where these institutes will come up, they will advertise, they'll say various things, some of it is totally false. So whether we are here to bring a change,
Okay. How important is a top faculty for an academy,
yes.
and how would the students benefit from it?
Yeah, because if you look at Sri Lanka, I'll take one example. I will take the example of CIMA. Okay. You know, when we started, we looked at the UK pass rates and we said, okay, they look very fancy and can we at least be close to it? But now we've come to a stage where as a country, our pass rates are higher than UK.
Okay.
So these are children whom we have taken from Sinhala medium, Tamil medium and not English speaking as such. But we have been able to coach them and take them to a level above UK pass rates. Some of it as high as maybe 15-20% above UK pass rates. So as a country, not only us. So that is what faculty can do. You know, we might be considered as handicapped because English is not our mother tongue. But still we can push them. We can take them to a level above world rates, above UK rates. So I think faculty means everything in education. Because if not, it's just buildings.
Yeah. We know when it comes to higher education, a lot of students, they're very uncertain. They don't know what to do, what direction to go in. So, in general, what would your advice be to a student who is maybe lost or uncertain about their future?
Right. This is, I think this question is applicable not only to the students as well as to the parents.
Yeah.
See, since I've seen both sides of it over the years, because I've handled children, say, of various age groups, and I've seen this conflict between the students and the children and the parents as well. See, what I tell each student is, you look at yourself and see what you want to achieve, or what you set as your target, your objective. You know, each one of us can go in different paths. Don't be this traditional, go in that traditional model of saying, I have to be this. No, each of us can be different, but we can reach wherever we want to. You know, that is what education can do to you. And see, if everybody can't be doctors, engineers or accountants, but you know, there should be different fields. And each one can create a niche in that particular field. So, first thing is, each one should look at what do I want to achieve. You know, they should be very clear, this is in the field. Don't let the noise from, you know, all your friends, everybody distort it. You know, because you should have a goal in life, and this is what I want. It could be anything. You know, so first thing is they have to be very clear as to what they want to do. You know, it's teachers or parents can't do that much if the child is not focused. So first thing is they sit and decide, this is what I want in life. You know, after that, we as teachers or as parents, they can easily guide them. And there should be always the dialogue between the children and the parents, because each party should say, this is what I have in mind. Because what happens is, if not, they'll go into different directions and there'll be various issues.
Yeah. In terms of the academy, what more is in store for students?
Yes, see, if we can get the best of students as well, and we have various links with the industry, you know, where the industry would say, please give us the cream, or give us above this caliber, we are willing to recruit everybody. You know, if you ask a student, they'll say, okay, we don't have jobs. But on the other side, you talk to any of the big corporates, they'll say, give us good people, we will hire any number. Because we are growing, we don't have people. You know, so I see both sides because I'm working with both sides.
Okay.
So what we want is to produce the right kind of candidates so that the industries will just pick them up without having to, you know, send them to massive training programs. Because just to have this going between, we have to keep the relationship between the institutions and the industry so that everybody is on the same page that this is what we want. So that's what we are trying to do.
Okay, lovely. And also, what sort of extra facilities do you provide the students with?
Yes, one of the things that we have already launched is English language, you know, because we feel that a lot of good students lose out because of the language issue. So to overcome that, we have already launched English programs where we have got down foreign teachers.
Okay.
And we want to keep it at a very affordable rate, where they will be teaching a student as low as 5,000 rupees for a month. So we are in the process of bringing in different products and also giving them a holistic education, you know, bringing industry specialists to come and talk to them, you know, have various events, you know, where we will train them on leadership. You know, maybe part of the curriculum would be for them to go and work in the industry as well.
Okay.
So yes, we have lots of things which we have, you know, decided. So it's just rolling it out gradually.
Okay. And to wrap up, could you brief us on how exactly anyone interested in getting more information about the Academy could do so?
Yes. First thing is we are having our website, www.aia.lk.
Okay.
Or they can call us on 0117 555 255.
Okay.
It's a very easy number.
Okay.
7 555 255.
Great. Thank you, Shanil, for being with us. It has been a very enlightening and a very interesting discussion, and I hope it has been the same for those of you who are watching us out there. I wish you all the very best with your endeavors. Thank you.